What is Telecommunications Act 2022? The act aims to renovate the extant rules and regulations regarding telecommunications and revamp to modern times. It aims to abolish the older acts, the Telegraph Act of 1880, the Telegraph India Telegraph Act of 1933, and Telegraph Provisions Act of 1950. The, the, the act starts with dealing with over the top communications. Now, the telecom servicing providers allege that they have to set up infrastructure like mobile towers, equipments, licenses, etc. to provide customers with communication channels, but over the top communication channels like WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, etc., social media, which doesn't need any licensing or to enable customers to communicate within between themselves. So there is a concern by the telecom service providers that they are making a loss. Why they should spend on these licenses? So the draft aims to bring the OTT communications providers under this ambit, and it will also be mandatory for them to get a license from the government for providing communications to the customers. Second one is how it protects the consumers. So the draft aims to provide identity to each customer. The problem of spam calls, when you there are lots of there, it will be mandatory to show the person's identity whenever they are calling to another person. At present, you only get the phone numbers if someone calls you, but this act mandates that identity should be shown of that person calling. Even for advertising, the consent of the receiver will be required if a promotional call has to be made to them. If a person's hides its identity, he will be fined 50,000 rupees. How it affects the regulatory body? Try Try earlier used to make rules, protect customers from monopoly of companies, but now it will just be a recommending body, as government has stepped forward to take its role. More government has provided it with more powers and left try to just be a recommending body. Fourth is the law on internet bans. Now the government will have more teeth in implementing internet bans if it wants to. There has lot of concern about by civil society members that it can be misused, so there must be a judicial oversight to counter that. And fourth one is how it handles TSPs, Telecom service providers have been facilitated with a lot of facilities that they can now own the public land, and proper reason should be provided to them if public land is not provided them for setting up of towers or other equipments. This is a matter of concern, and a lot of state governments will not accept this. And now the telecom service providers could trade, return the spectrum if they haven't utilized it for themselves.